You know, I've been thinking. I wish there was a game or series of games which I was more knowledgeable about and able to play to a degree of really well, so that I had more to contribute to the illustrious field of YouTube LPs than random ramblings that I don't even understand or really appreciate, and silly noises that I make when things I have to react to happen, and sing-alongs. But angst time is over! Except for possibly for Backwards Dracula, because it is Castlevania time. So, after looking at the map for a brief second and figuring out I hadn't gone this way, I figured I would go this way. Unless I actually have gone this way, in which case, whatever. But I don't think I have, because otherwise the map would say so, unless I save stated without actually saving, in which case I am a mighty dullard instead. Whatever that means. I don't think you can... never mind. I'm not going to dwell on my words, I'm just going to say them and move on. I think this would be the better path for all of us. There's some anti-venom. Suppose if I ever encounter poison again, that will be useful. I believe that Beelzebub boss could have poisoned me. However, it died. So it did not. And, by the way, thanks to you commenters for being paranoid about whether or not you're spoiling me. I appreciate that. But, that was silly. But so far you're not spoiling me again yet. At least not to a degree which I consider offensive. So props to you. What's over here? Oh look, it's a card. I wonder if it's risk-worthy. I guess it was, because I did it. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I'm going to be a little less spammy with my Chrysagram, hopefully. And by that I mean everything is going to die whether or not I spam it all over the place or use it with slightly more precision. So it's really a matter of conserving my button mashing energy, which is ever so important and in definitely limited qualities. Oh yes, you have no idea. And here's some $1 in the form of a coin. I guess that the dollar coin prevailed in Transylvania rather than being quickly transformed into a collector's item. But who am I to say? Maybe Dracula's just a fan of the... Oh no! My Jesus power. Okay, maybe Dracula is a fan of the bizarre method of currency. Well, perhaps the sacks do not actually contain money, but they're actually just worth value by themselves. Wouldn't that be completely ridiculous? Yes, it would. So, what's with all the enemies being skeleton variations at this point? So many bones. I think the creators were running dry on ideas. Hey look, there was random singing for no reason. I have just looped around to somewhere I've already been. But it looks like there's further exploration to the right. Alrighty. We'll go over there. And nimbly avoid the crotch laser of this skeleton man. Definitely something you want to avoid. You don't know what kind of things that laser will transmit, and I don't even want to consider thinking about it. So I'm just going to think about progress. Progress. It's just happening. I've heard that the Cthulhu, or Cthulhu, because of odd spelling, is actually mixed up with another enemy in terms of naming. Comments do like to provide me with random trivia, which I always appreciate. As long as it's not random trivia like, hey, you can find the best weapon by killing schmooze. Oh well. I do retroactively appreciate that comment because this weapon is pretty fun to use. However, it probably would have been more entertaining if I had never gotten it. Oh wait, what's this new enemy? He looks like some sort of infernal demon goat, is how I would describe it. Oh, hey, I just heard a generic laser noise. That's hilarious. There it goes again. Wait, was that a sword of some kind that I just missed? Ah, well. It can't be as broken as this thing. I think there's another sword like the Murasama, something like that, which had immense attack power but was very slow, and thus it's not really worth my time. Sluggishness is not very... Oh no! No! Jesus power! No! Frick! And it's time for some jump cutting. Oh hey look! It's the Medusa shield, at complete random. I wonder what that's all about. Looks like it's all about being slightly worse than what I have. I didn't think it was mentioned that I could grind for that early in the game though, but... whatever. I guess I got it now. That's fancy. Am I going the same way that I went? Yes, I am, actually. And so... we will proceed in the general direction of lasers of where I was, apparently with being less intelligent added to the mix. And we will discover new things. Oh look, a save point. I think that's an old thing, but we're rediscovering it for the good of all. You know, I should also probably try LPing something wherein I do not abuse save states, eventually. Because I imagine that combined with my possible randomness, and my general lack of direction, my LPs may be irritating to some who I could otherwise reach out to. And we're save stating. So that's like hypocritical humor right there. I don't know. No regrets! We should not have regrets in doing LPs on YouTube. It's a hobby, really. Do it for yourself at the very least. If your LPs suck, if you're okay with that, I guess that's your call. But I would like to strive to make mine better. Anyway. Let's not talk about all this meta stuff. Okay, those are fire demons. That is painfully generic as a name. I am sorry. Fire demons. I would still like to call you Hellgoats or something. I mean, honestly, those guys are much more fiery than you, at least in their death throes. And they're only lesser demons. I guess less is more. Hey look, it's a Holbein dagger. Swift upper diagonal attack. So I can now uppercut. Hey, this is like a crappy Kashygram. And I can do both at once. But it's kind of awkward to use my fingers in such a way. But I'll go for it. Why not, after all? Well, I guess lesser demons have Star Trek laser noises. Yeah, that's not gonna work very easily. Hey, rainbow colors! That's fantastic. I can uppercut rainbows and shoot ridiculousness. Oh god, Jesus power! I made that mistake last time. Gremlins! So yeah. How to get through this mess? Well, that's interesting that I find the Kashygram, then I find a crappy Kashygram. But it's not even the real one, because there's like a sonic blade or something that, oh my god, phantasmagorical butterflies! They're called bitterflies, they're so clever. Gold circlet. Restores HP by holy damage. Does anything do holy damage? For having a holy element and anti-holy stuff, there seems to be a large lack of actual holy creatures, which is what I would expect considering the setting and all, but usually there's like ironically holy enemies in these cases. Like, oh, you're a party of RPG heroes, but you're fighting angels? What? And I guess it's meant to make the player question the morality and the true goals of their quest or some such. But really it just adds up to more EXP and gold. Ah well. RPG tropes aside, let's just stab some more monsters. Forever, until we find what we're really supposed to be doing. That's not really a side, that's more like an inclusion. Ow! How about one thing we should really be doing is avoiding dying. There's kind of an enemy overload in this situation, isn't there? So much stuff to kill. And all their fires put out.